Sky is Falling by Mark Teague. Here's the fox standing by a sign that says, "Watch out for falling apples. Farmer Bob." One day, an acorn hit Chicken Little on the head. She popped up screeching, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." "I don't think so," said Squirrel. Squirrel knew a thing or two about acorns. "See, it fell from the tree." But Chicken Little was not listening. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." Soon all the chickens were in a tizzy. Chickens are like that. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," they all cried. They danced around the yard, flapping their wings. "What's going on?" asked Rabbit. "Chicken Little says the sky is falling," the chickens shouted. "Boy, is that dumb," said Rabbit. "Of course," said Squirrel. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," the chickens break danced. They did the pogo and the splits. "What's up?" asked Cat, curious as always. "Chicken Little thinks the sky is falling," said Rabbit. Squirrel explained about the acorn. "You must be kidding," said Cat. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," squawked the chickens. They did the moonwalk, the mambo, and the twist. And here's the fox with the chicken cookbook. "The chickens look like they are having fun," said Squirrel. "You know," said Rabbit, "I was thinking the same thing. Should we try it?" asked Cat. Soon they were all dancing around the barnyard. They did the rumba, the waltz, and the hokey pokey. The other farm animals joined in. They formed a conga line. They shouted, "The sky is falling, the sky is falling." Fox watched all of it from behind an apple tree. He was the cleverest of the animals and had never been fooled. "Look at those dodos," he thought. "Hey, what are you doing?" he hollered. "The sky is falling, the sky is falling," they shouted. Here's the fox, and he's got a little menu. It says today's specials: chicken soup, chicken salad, fried chicken, chicken fricassee, chicken pot pie, and a chicken brownie. "These loons would believe anything," thought Fox. His scheme was working. "If the sky is falling, why are you dancing?" "Why not?" they cried. "Because you should be hiding, that's why," said Fox. They ignored him and kept dancing. Thinking about dinner, Fox said, "You know the perfect place to hide? My den." "But why aren't you dancing?" asked Chicken Little. Fox began to feel annoyed. "Because it makes no sense." "Everyone dances when the sky is falling," Chicken Little explained. "Look." Fox watched the other animals. "He can't dance," clucked the other chickens. "Of course I can," Fox said quickly. "Watch this." He danced around the apple tree. He did the limbo, the lindy, and the lambada. He danced until he forgot why he was dancing. And then an apple fell and bumped him on the head. Chicken Little began pecking in the yard. The other chickens joined her. The pigs and ducks and goats wandered back to the barn. Cat and Rabbit dragged Fox back to his den. "This is one dumb fox," said Cat. "I'll say," said Rabbit. "But that is one smart bird," said Squirrel, chewing her acorn thoughtfully. "Even if the sky isn't falling." The end. So we have another book about chickens. This one's called The Chickens Build a Wall. by Jean-Francois Dumas. On the farm, the chickens have built a wall, though no one is exactly sure why. It all started early one fall morning when a hedgehog showed up in the middle of the barnyard. He might have been lost, or maybe he was just looking for something to eat. Either way, no one at the farm had ever seen a hedgehog, and everyone was fascinated by the strange new creature. When the hedgehog saw that so many animals had gathered to look at him, he immediately curled up into a tight ball, to the astonishment of everyone in the barnyard. The chickens clucked and the ducks quacked, and all the birds eyed the hedgehog suspiciously, but no one dared to go near him. Zita, the smallest goose, asked if maybe the new creature had just been startled by having so many animals crowd around him, but no one heard her amid all the chattering and arguing. Edgar the rat didn't see what all the fuss was about. What's so interesting about this chestnut with paws? An old pigeon who had traveled far and wide, however, said that he had heard about these beasts and warned that it was best to be cautious around them. All this time, the hedgehog hadn't moved, and soon the birds grew tired of watching him. They all went back to their business, though each bird still kept a weary eye on the new creature. The hedgehog stayed right where he was until night fell. By the time the sun rose the next morning, the hedgehog had disappeared. In the hen house, rumors were flying fast and furious. Who does that creature think he is? Gone like a thief. Strange. I bet he didn't leave empty-handed. We should count our chicks and our eggs. All of the birds checked on their chicks and their eggs, but none were missing. This didn't calm their fears, however. One chicken who wanted attention declared that since the hedgehog had appeared, there were fewer worms to be found. It's true, chimed another. The worms have all gotten scarcer. I wouldn't be surprised if he ate them all. The clucking started up again, even louder this time. The rooster happened to be passing by just then and decided that this was the perfect occasion to take control of a barnyard full of hens who hadn't been paying much attention to him. Hens, that's enough. We cannot let ourselves be tricked without doing something about it. We have to protect ourselves against prickly invaders. The hens quivered with excitement, carried away by the rooster's fine words. Only one little chick protested. If we use our beaks to defend ourselves against those spikes, we'll all end up getting skewered. A shiver of fear ruffled through the hen's feathers. Let's build a wall around the hen house, the rooster suggested. A wall so high that no wild animals will be able to get over it. So high that even birds won't be able to fly over it. And all as one flock, the enthusiastic hens set to work. To the rest of the farm, all this fuss seemed ridiculous. A mole predicted that pigs would learn to fly before the wall was finished. You can't become a mason just like that, she added with a sniff. Only Edgar saw an advantage. With any luck, we won't have to hear that darn rooster crowing at dawn, he muttered, shrugging his shoulders. The hens ignored the mocking and kept at their work into the winter. The rooster watched over the construction and made sure that no one slacked off. The wall grew steadily higher and higher. Soon, the roof of the hen house couldn't be seen, but the wall continued to grow. The hens didn't even stop working when the snow began to fly, and soon the wall was taller than the barn. But that still wasn't enough to satisfy the rooster. The higher the wall, the safer we'll be. Keep up the good work. Let's show the farm that we won't chicken out. Finally, the wall was so high that from the ground no one could see where it ended. The chickens were exhausted, and the hens had even forgotten to lay their eggs. Everyone just wanted life in the barnyard to return to normal. They threw a huge party to celebrate the new wall, and the rooster put the last brick in place amid joyful clucking. It was at that exact moment that the hedgehog emerged from the straw where he had spent the winter sleeping. Since the hens had forgotten to make a door in the wall, he stayed in the barnyard waiting for the rooster to dig an opening. And since the wall was so very solid, that took all summer. Meanwhile, the hens got used to the hedgehog, and the hedgehog wasn't afraid of the hens anymore. And so he stayed. The end.